because you're a real human being. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Conspiratorial Gentlemen's Club. I hope you have your robes on tonight.
Yes, welcome to the CGC podcast. Well, we had a podcast earlier that didn't go well, or it just corrupted files. So we're going to kind of go from there and piggyback from what that was, because what happened today was also pretty wild itself and possibly connected, and
Everything's
in its
connected.
own special little way.
Everything's connected.
And
How many time?
we'll go ahead and talk about this.
How many coincidences until it's a mathematical impossibility? Think about that. Oh, it's always a coinky dink. Okay.
No, I mean it's also like just like pressure from above, pressure from below type of situation at this point, and like you know, it things were bound to explode to this kind of degree, and
Yes.
it's I don't know like what we can kind of go into what we're talking about is the person that was killed today in Minnesota by the ICE agent, and it was kind of taking the world by storm right now. A lot of riots happening in Minneapolis right now, so it's a interesting time to be alive, and it's an interesting time for that to come out along with blocking all the Epstein list and all that fun stuff. So it's just great timing on everything.
Well, like George was saying, this is like the 2.0 episode because we started the episode, finished the episode, and only his audio and video went through and all mine corrupted. And so it actually corrupted the whole thing because it has it separately and then it has it combined. And so we kind of got a little kerfuffle. So, yeah, going back to what he was saying as well about the Minnesota riots. Sorry, it's gonna happen again. It's a mirroring itself. Okay, welcome to America. It's mirroring itself. Guess what? It's an election season. And let me tell you something. Have you seen the video yet of the young lady being shot?
I have seen it.
Miss Good.
I mean,
So yes, there's multiple angles that have come out. People are doing frame by frame. Everyone's a video analyst nowadays. Everyone is a Dr. Genius, as I say. Every Dr. Genius out there with a keyboard. Um, do you know what's in the video, George? This is what I've been saying. Do you know what's in the video? Whatever you want to see in the video, whatever you want to see, because every other comment I see online is, "Oh my God, she tried to run him over." The next one is, "Oh my God, it was cold-blooded murder." Some people are like, "Look, in this one frame, look at how many frames per second we're running right now, right? We're on 4K, baby, 4K."
is the
And
dress purple or is it white?
right, and these people, like, everyone's seeing something different, right? And it's because it's political. And I'm sorry to say, this is the truth. You're going to see what you're going to see. She shouldn't have been shot and killed. It's sad that a life was taken. But also, when there's a gun involved, you're no longer a character. You're no longer in your fucking fantasy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Don't forget, bleep that.
And like,
Like, this is not a
it's a
fantasy.
lot
It's
of
real life. You ever had a gun in your face? It's real life. It doesn't matter if it's a gangster, if it's a cop, it's an ICE agent. If there's a gun in your face, you're no longer that. It's not a fucking movie. You died because you treated this like a movie. And you probably got scared, and you probably drove off, and he got scared and shot you. You both were scared and made an impulse decision, and now somebody's dead.
Mm-hmm. I know multiple lives are going to be ruined from this. Like at
Exactly.
this point, like even just like kind of what's going to probably happen with these riots at this point too. Like,
Oh, is it going to be worse than BLM? Is it going to be part two? Like Sam Tripley,
mm-hmm.
shout out, tinfoil hat. Hopefully he hears this. Loyal to the foil. I got your shirts. I met you in real life. Um, he was talking about 2 years ago, maybe three, there was going to be immigration riots. And they've been trying. They've been trying to pop it off. Is this going to pop it off? Is this going to be the
I
call to
mean,
action? I know it's all the whites rioting. It's only white people, mid, upper middle class to rich old white boomers. They're the ones that go out and picket and riot. But do you think the immigration rights he was talking about years ago, is going to happen, George? Is this it? Are we here?
I I think this is it, and this is. I mean, this is. I mean, I think a lot of people have been praying for it to happen as well too, because it's also just the ultimate distraction and the ultimate
Well, all sides gain
division
from this, right?
again
Like
too.
all sides
Yeah,
gain
exactly.
from
It's
this. The
well, that's the
Democrats gain
problem.
from
It's
this.
like
The
all
Republicans gain
sides.
from
It's not
this.
a. It's not united. They're not united on the. No one's united on this. It's
Exactly.
very divided, and like they want the division. Like the whole entire thing, the Epstein list is the only thing that keeping people like together at this point. Then this comes
But
out, and this is
it's
like
funny too
now
because
it's
it's
like
really
you know
grifting. There's a lot of grifters on that. There's people that would have told you and I years ago because no offense, I'm not on the gravy train trying to like obviously look at how many views we have. Tell your friends, come on, like and subscribe, please. Watch this for at least 30 to 40%. Just saying. Okay. Also, Fantastic Four, fucking the Valley. Tell your homies in the Valley, dog. You know
tell
what I'm
your
talking about.
homies
Not
and
Cali Valley, no Sabo. Okay.
Diablo Valley.
Yeah, no. If you're from Brownsville, share it to every cousin you have. Um, getting back to the hand. It's all a distraction. It is. And it's like, here's the problem. Everyone wants to be like, oh, is Trump in the. We know Trump's in it. Who gives a. Like, we already know he's in it. There's evidence he's in it. It doesn't show exactly what. Almost everything that he has, being in the file is mostly hearsay so far. Maybe there's hard proof evidence, but we already know. You know who else is in the files? The Saudi princes. Maybe the king. You know who else? All the royalty. You
All
know
the
who else?
billionaires.
You know who else? Anyone important.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I saw something recently. It was a meme. I said, look, it was Terry Crews dancing with his shirt off, and it was like the first second I get invited to a Diddy party. It's like I'm in the comments like, "Hell, fuck this guy," and then it's like, then I get the invite, and he's just like, "No, I'm not saying it's the same thing. There's a difference between consenting adults that are getting a little freaky, and then there's a difference also between that and Cosby effect. You know, I put the pills in the pudding.
Hmm.
There's a difference, and then there's a difference between what Epstein was doing. Right, they're all different levels, right?
Hmm.
But like, there are people in there that are just gonna shock you. There's people in there that are like, "Oh, that makes sense." They're gonna be just you wait. And but the problem is, I think the people that are in there are gonna be people you're gonna be like, you're gonna find out like Bill Clinton was hanging out with Putin and jerking each other off. You're
Yeah.
gonna find out that Kim Jong Un, or no, sorry, Kim Jong Il, his father, was probably in there. I bet money. You're gonna start finding out that there's people in there that like they will flip the fuck out. Not just American. I bet you so many non-Americans are going to be in there that are important. Um, you know who you're not going to see in there? Cheney.
Yeah.
He was too distracted killing people and shooting his
Hmm.
friends.
I mean, he was sacrificing a different type of people in
Oh
a
yeah,
different type of way. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. This thing is just so happenstance. I think it's just the ultimate distraction. Like as far as what this is providing the news cycle at this point, and like what it provides. Like I mean, if we're talking about it at this point, but mind you, it just happened today. But like yeah, it just kind of took the world by storm. People in different countries are actually talking about it at this point too. Like people are, it's all eyes on us per usual, you know.
yeah. Well, okay, hold on. Think about this, right? What distracted from the Epstein files? Venezuela. You know what distracted from Venezuela? Everyone just stopped giving a fuck about Maduro. They're like, fine, okay. Actually, they got mad for actually Maduro. Then it was Greenland, and then it was this. And I'm not saying that it was caused by this. It's not like, hey, ice ages, you got to start shooting. But you know, as a few not so great people in history have said, never let a tragedy go wasted.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like obviously people are going to rally on both sides. There's sick people. There's sick people out there that are like, hell yes, I'm about to make so much money off of grifting and caring about this. And I'm sorry to say, about 50 to 60% of everyone crying for Epstein are grifters. I'm not saying they don't want it.
Okay.
They do want it because they want to make money off it. Okay. There's 60% of them minimum that want to make money off it. Okay. They're grifters that 10 years ago they would tell you and I that there was no such thing as a fucking Epstein Island. What? Ghislaine Maxwell's father fell off his yacht. There were no dancing
Mm-hmm.
Israelis. Okay. There is no Tooth Fairy. There is no Santa Claus. There is no Queen of England anymore. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what frustrates me about this because you people want to, it's just for money, just for clicks, just for likes. You know, this lady dying, Mrs. Good or Miss Good. I'm not sure if she's a Miss or Mrs. I know she had 3 kids. I'm sorry. And there are sick people that are excited because they're like, finally, you got the fucking Antifa that are excited to go burn down buildings. You got the, paid protesters that have a fucking more money and more jobs. They get to go travel. You have the poor shopkeepers that survived BLM riots that are going to get burned down. It's going to get bad. Or it won't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it won't. Because things have been, it's weird lately. Things get real hot, then they cool right off.
Mm-hmm.
Which, what is up with that? Have you noticed that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look at this Maduro thing. Like, this thing is completely covered the Venezuela thing. Like, it didn't even happen at this point. And it's just like, and like, I don't know. That's interesting too, because like, I feel like the oligarchs are absolutely loving this type of thing because it's taken so much eyes off of them. For they're like, okay, we can actually go back and try to do this oil thing. Like, fuck them. Like,
So,
let
okay. Let's get into this Venezuela, okay? Um, do you know what the operation was called?
no, no.
So, okay, let's get into this, George. What do you think about this new imperialism that America's opposing? Almost this, I don't care anymore. I am the big dog, and I'm gonna start smacking monkeys with sticks. Okay, what is like if it's a wicked little monkey that's like getting mad at you
Uh huh.
and starts charging you, smack that bitch with a stick. It's not a fucking ape. Okay, and
I
that's
mean,
what America's thinking.
I think it's going back to the 1900 imperialism when we were taking over certain South American countries for their stuff back then, and it goes back to that old
But
Marine
you
guy that
start
basically
okay, but
said he
hold
was
on.
a
Why are they so good now?
who
Like, did they learn their lessons? Because, dude, you
who's
have
good now.
the CIA and the military operations, the DA, that going down in South America. And okay, look, I get that they were running operations, coke operations. Most of this people are trained because of them, tactics, right? But like ultimately, they rarely got their target. They rarely like got the coup to work or last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bloodshed, bloodshed, bloodshed. 80 people died. One U.S. aircraft got hit and didn't go down.
Mm-hmm.
80 people died on their side, zero on our side. Of those 80, I believe maybe 34 were Cuban officers, their personal guard, so the ones in the palace. Um, so what do you think? Like, what do you think of like these tactics? Like the CIA blew up like one of their ports like just 2 weeks ago. Like people
I
forgot
think
about
it's
that. Like
just,
it's like you,
I don't know, it kind of goes into that whole entire thing of what I think it's a tie between. I think it's very much Zionist interest, like like some way somehow like that kind of
do
falls into it.
you think it's purely Zionist interest, or do you think it's
No, I'm going
also
to like more
and
oligarchs as
or
far as
yeah, like just America
oligarchs.
imposing its
Not even they don't. I
will?
don't think
Yeah.
it's even
Well, first
American.
of
I
all,
think it's just like
we've had
the richest people
oligarchs. We've
using
talked
the.
about oligarchs for a while.
Yeah, but like as far as like I think it's the most powerful people in the world also using the strength of the American military to get what they want as well.
Yeah. Well, that's the oldest tale of time. How many
Yeah, but
politicians' family members have businesses to rebuild the countries we blew up? Come on.
no, absolutely. Like that's why it's just like, and it's just like, I don't know. Do they either they think we're blind or dumb at this point, or are we just so like calcified with the pineal gland that no one wants to do anything, or is it because there's actually no plan to get anything done? Like what happens after?
So, I would say a few things. One, this weird thing happens to humans when you pacify them. It happens to a lot of animals, right? When you overdo it, they become violent or docile. He knows that like these people are either more violent than ever or more docile, but they're not united. They think they're united. They're brainwashed and they're culty, but they just want to see their side win at all costs. Um, a lot of people have like delusions um, of grandeur. Of this is more than what it is. This is you know a different world. This is not real. People must like the lady that got murdered probably felt like she was a hero for a moment. All these people that are protesting feel like heroes. It's unrealistic. Um, but we're pretty pacified. But the problem is like, look at the sigil they had for January 6th. 5 years later, who cares? Like, it was. If you want a good laugh, go watch it. It is unserious, unrealistic. It is insane. A million gaffes in the beginning by Strumer.
Hmm. No, like
Hey, are
that
you
was
getting
just
feedback,
like
by the way, real quick?
like
Can
getting
you get
feedback.
cancellation is on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, no, go to settings real quick. Sorry, everybody. And then go to make sure that echo cancellation's on. It doesn't pick up our mics off each other. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, the whole entire thing is just an absolute shit show. Like I don't know the fact that they haven't been given up power. The vice president took over, and like the first person she greets are like the her Russian and Chinese counterparts. So they're obviously still very much in.
Yeah, but they've also promised us oil. And I think the Chinese and the Russians are more interested in what happened in tech and an understanding of what happened, and probably will continue to use Venezuela, hopefully, in their eyes, to get someone swooped up again so they can monitor it themselves. And they're probably going to put tech trying to counter it.
All right,
All right, we back.
I'm back. All the Wi-Fi is off in the house.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Going dark.
Uh-huh.
Come on, George, you made that money. We need better. Please like and subscribe so we can get George better
Better
internet.
Wi-Fi.
He needs better Wi-Fi. Okay. Do you want his beautiful, crispy face on that bitch? Hair out. Come on, hair out for Harambe, dog. We ain't letting that die. If the Democrats could go and cry and have a sigil for January 6th, we can still have it out for Harambe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if did I ever show you my hard hat has a Harambe in heaven on the back.
Jesus, no.
And he's looking over me, man. He's literally on the back. And he's just like, and then I have uh, a silhouette and a half face silhouette of like View for Vendetta. I have NASA stickers from when I went to Cape Canaveral, and then I have an alien that's like it's a person like that's like it's like it's like a person, and then they're like looking in a makeup mirror, and it's an alien in the makeup mirror and their reflection.
That's
It's
awesome.
pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple
uh,
other things.
yeah. All right.
I
So
put a
going
so
back
my
to
third
this.
eye fell off, so I put a googly third eye.
That's hilarious.
Okay, here's the deal. I think they're playing more ball than you think. I think people are talking tougher than they think. But honestly, I think they're playing ball more than they want to admit. There's a thing that happens where you're allowed to talk shit about America and Trump all you want, right? But then backdoor deals happen, and they like still come to the table. Like they're like, "Oh, this is happening and this is bad," but then they still come to the table. Sir, I don't know if you saw. Apparently, the president of Colombia and Donald Trump had a phone call today, and I
No,
guess they're gonna set up a meeting between Colombia and America with Rubio.
that's going to
And
be
there you go.
interesting.
There's a perfect example. They're Latin. Let me tell you something about Latin people. Machismo. You ever heard of that?
Hmm.
Okay. The worst thing you can do as a leader is be like, oh, yeah, come, like, please don't snatch me up, Daddy Trump. Like, please don't. Okay.
Yeah.
No, what you say is, especially as a Latin American leader, is come and get me, go fuck yourself. We are in control. A million of you will die. That's all do. Then they give a phone call to America and be like, hey, we were just kidding, right? That was a joke. So let's meet up. Let's talk about it. You
Uh
know what I'm
huh.
saying?
Uh
Because I don't know
huh.
if you know this, but we've like kind of been running terror around the world lately.
Yeah.
And again, I had this thought. I'm gonna tell you a thought, George. It's gonna be a massive tangent, but it's really good. So I started thinking. I was thinking about the Somali Day case, right?
Okay.
And then that made me start thinking about the movie Black Hawk Down.
Okay.
Okay, I started thinking about Black Hawk Down, and then I started thinking, like, man, like America was like, hey, I know you're this. Well, hold on. So get this. So let's get to the point. So America goes, hey, this smaller force is being murdered by a bigger, stronger, or more militant force. So obviously, we're going to help the smaller, less militant force. That doesn't make them good people, but like America will side themselves with even bad people as long as it's like beneficial, right? And then I started thinking, I was like, if Israel wasn't our ally, I don't think America would allow what's happening in Palestine.
No.
So that was a huge tangent, but like literally I had this thought about like Somalia and the Somalis and the Black Hawk Down, and that just like brought me to where it's like just because America is siding with you doesn't mean you're good. And so I'm like, why would we like bring in people that were like, hey, we're siding with you? doesn't mean that we're good. You know what I'm saying? And then
Hmm.
I also think that like in the real world, if Israel wasn't our ally, we'd probably be fighting Israel because of what they're doing. Just a random tangent.
No, you're right. Though, like you nailed it. Like things wouldn't be happening if, like, they're lucky they blackmailed as many people as they have and paid off as many people as they have out here, because they wouldn't be doing what they're doing at all. But they're at the same time, it's just like power absolutely corrupts.
And you know, a lot of people say like America is the lapdog of Israel. I don't 100% believe that. I think that there are a lot of Zionists that coincide and get money, and so they definitely allow and participate in things. But I think at the end of the day, like not everything we do around the world is for Israel, right? Like I really believe that we're doing a policy shift because I think the writing's on the wall. The Trump administration does not want to go to war with China over Taiwan. And so I think what we're doing is we're getting essentially not isolated, but strategically dug in. So they want Greenland. That's why they want Venezuela. That's why they really, I think they're trying to do what I've been saying for a long time, unite the North and South Americas. Sadly, it's over might and brute force, or at least getting everyone on the same page. It is interesting because I don't think America will step in when Taiwan gets taken, and I don't think Taiwan is going to be taken like everyone's saying, because they're like, oh, there's kill switches, and it will fly everyone out in jets instantly, and blah blah blah. And it's like we're in a new age of warfare,
Hmm.
and I am sure China, the muscle they're flexing, isn't the real weaponry they're ever going to use. Like they're not going to be shooting these ICBMs. That's not happening anymore because both of our countries have satellites that can take out anything at any point, communications, electronics, at any point. They have a satellite, they're monitoring you, they know where you are, they know where you sleep. We played a card that was on purpose, and I think it was not the biggest card we could play, but there's hints of what we did in Venezuela that has China and Russia nervous and curious at the same time, because we kind of played a card saying like, hey, by the way, like we didn't just shut off the power of the whole grid, we shut off the power of a very specific areas only. Not
Hmm.
only did we do that, we also knew every moment of Maduro. And so the Venezuelans and the Russians and the Chinese were like, we need to find the moles and the rats of the Venezuelan military. It's obviously that's them. Slave a Cuban guard. It's not information of people. I think there's a new Pegasus that we're using. Do you know what Pegasus 1 and Pegasus 2 is?
Yes.
It's like the hacking
Yeah.
from Israel.
Israeli
I
hacking.
think there's a new version that they're just not being honest, nothing to tell us about. And this is how they're tracking people. This is how Israel tracked. They knew when these fucking leaders of Hamas in other countries and these Iranians were shitting, sleeping, eating dinner. They know what is happening because what they're using is advanced AI, thermal targeting, cellular targeting, and hacking at the same time. And they're processing it through AI that is 1,000 times faster than all the people in the Pentagon trying to fucking figure out what's happening. Okay, it's not a big people. It's not
Hmm.
all these people in this big ass room and they're hitting the computer. And no, they have it real time AI monitoring everything and everyone. So look, you don't like we're tracking everything at all times. Okay, I don't want to get into top secret stuff I might know about. But
Wow.
there's secret capabilities, off the network capabilities of the government that is in space. And I don't know what the capabilities are, but I know one capability is it is completely different. It's transmitted differently than anything. And it's It's not. I'm not saying it's the internet or radio or something, but it whatever communications it is unhackable, unique, and different than anything. It's on its own. Its own. It's like imagine an internet that's on its own. Radio that only know, but that you have to know. Like it's not even a radio signal. You know what I'm saying? They're using signals and bouncing them. And again, I don't know what the capabilities are, and I assume the capabilities are thermal imaging. I'm not saying they're armed. I'm not saying they're weaponized yet, but obviously, maybe EMPs or some type of grid eraser
Mm-hmm.
because they pinpointed areas, took out the power there. It was very impressive what they did, regardless if you don't like it or like it.
I get it from a military standpoint. Cool.
Military, not as a citizen,
Yeah. Awesome. Like, I
but
hope
the
those
movie they're
guys
gonna
get
make out of
amazing private
this,
contracting licenses after they're
yeah,
done with the military, and, kill kids or kill, innocent people with the rest of their lives. God bless. Do what you love.
inshallah.
Like, like, but like, at the end of the day, dude, it's just like, we don't need to be doing that. Like, dude, and like the whole entire thing of making Venezuela great again. Like, we don't need to be a part of this, doing this whole entire thing. Like, we got enough problems kind of here at this point, and we have enough problems where hundreds of millions of dollars is going across the pond to Ukraine still, and to Israel as well. Where, and
Yeah, I
like,
don't like that.
yeah, and it's just like,
It's horrible.
it does, like,
And I would love if we pulled every military base out of NATO, pulled every military base out of the world, and united North and South America. I'm sick of Ukraine. I'm sick of Israel. I'm sick of. I like Poland. I'm sick of Germany. I'm sick of fucking every single European country except two, maybe three. I'm sick of Russia, Uzbekistan. I'm sick of Azerbaijan and Armenia.
they're sick of
I'm sick of
eaters.
Syria. Good. No offense, sorry, Sam Tripoli. I'm sick of the world's problems. I don't care about the world. America themselves has most of the minerals. We just don't touch it on purpose. We can't until it's too late, and then it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
Or there's crybabies who are like, "I'm in protest. You can't. This is sacred land."
Mm-hmm.
Native Americans are here, and then like the Velociraptors were there before them, and nothing was before them. Like then we were nothing. We're like the best. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Nothing matters. People murdered each other. I'm sure there's been 1,000 different types of human beings walking on Earth that no longer exist.
Mm-hmm.
Murder's bad. I get it. War's inevitable. I don't care about the world. I don't care what's happening in Asia, Europe. I'm sorry. I don't want it to happen. I'm I have two sides to me, the authoritarian and the crunchy hippie. And the crunchy hippie is sorry. Like I wish people didn't have to suffer or die or bullshit. There's no humans suck, and so no government system is good. Anarchy is good because the cream rises to the crop and people get used and murdered. Socialism isn't good because of the same thing. Crony capitalism isn't good because of the same thing. Because humans exploit, rob, steal, murder. Same with
Mm-hmm.
and no matter and it's like everything's a weapon. Even compassion, even empathy can be a weaponized. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sick of the world problems. I want North and South America to be under an understanding. I'm not saying under the American flag, but under an understanding of we are trying to get to the next level. We are trying to get to Mars, back to the moon. We're trying to make life viable, not just here, but everywhere. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, there's scary things on the horizon. We had an episode we already talked about the core slowing down, The magnetic sphere is going to be changing and weakening. It is weakening. It's the truth. Look at how many aurora borealis, northern lights there's been. That's the low. And even I think Airbus talked about that they had their system was more rudimentary. I'm sure it's a Fennec system, but it doesn't have like certain safety parameters and shielding. That they had issues with one of the recent solar storms, and that's scary. And Airbus is Airbus. It's literally the company's name. It's a fucking aircraft. Imagine if you're in there and it fries and like I don't know my altitude where I'm going. The altimeter doesn't work.
Shit show.
Guidance doesn't work.
I mean,
So these
so is
companies,
that why
there's
everyone's just like fuck it at this point?
probably. Well, I'm
Like,
sorry. The Zionists believe it's the end of times. No matter what religion you are, there's Islamic people that think it's the end of times because they need to conquer the world. They believe it's time because they're spreading around the world and they're conquering it in
well, it's
their eyes.
also like
There's
so.
the
It's also
Jew
they think
Zionists.
it's like it's when Muslims and Christians can essentially become one. That's also like when like essentially they befriend each other and go against.
Azrael. Well, Israel wants that. That's why they're doing that because they're like, hey, we'll feed into the crazy world.
No, it's
And
and
that's why, but hold on. But that's why they're funding these NGOs to put people around the world. That's why they're doing certain things and allowing certain things to get worse and worse because they think it's the end of times and they have a lot of money and power and they're trying to see the end of times before they die. It's like all those boomers that are like or older that grew up in the Red Scare. They're still fucking. They're trying to have their great war with Russia.
yeah, no, I like there's some interesting guys I worked with at the restaurant at in out here in Scottsdale, and they're a lot older, and like Darius knows a couple of them, but like it got worse like after COVID, and they brought some weird people in, and like the dream is to like man, like I just want to like kill crackheads, and I'm like that's so interesting, like I'm like all right, like you, they're like yeah, I just want to go after crackheads and drug dealers. I'm like okay, you're like fucking like 50 years old, and then like they're like, they're like the type of guys they're like, oh, you do jiu-jitsu, that's cool, I'll just shoot you type of guys.
Yeah,
Like, like yeah, I'll shoot you back, dude. Like it's like what the fuck, bleep bleep. By the way, on those right there, but like in
voice
general,
assessments.
yeah, and it's just like I don't know. It's where am I getting off on this? God damn it.
These old crazies,
Yeah, it's just
like
these older, like kind of crazier
crazy
guys that
figures.
like, yeah, and just kind of like, and they're the ones that are like, oh yeah, like all about the Trump thing and like ride and die
They're on
Trump, like,
TRT. They're on TRT.
yeah, and not even too, they're not even man, they're on bourbon and beer, like that, like
A lot of guys are
that's
on TRT now, dude.
well, not these guys. Like these are like the ones that are still drinking bourbon. They're the one keeping the bourbon industry alive. These are the guys.
Yeah, their
You
liver's
know.
swollen so big they look like they're fat, but there's just like a
Well,
swollen liver.
yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I lost 20 pounds after not a month of drinking, but they drink after another month because they can't stop because they'll die. Like it's those type of guys. Like, and it's just I don't know. Like you have that, then you have like the guys that never been in the military, but talk about being in the military, respect the military, don't never been in the military,
I
and
almost served.
almost served. Like if
Georgia, I
like
almost served too. You should hear
dude,
that.
I'm sure everyone's
We were
almost
almost
served,
caught.
dude. Like honestly, like I think if you, I really want to see. I probably want to say 85% of the men in America probably said they were going to serve at one point and didn't. Like, all right, like we're all almost. Everyone thought about it. Some people just go through with it. So other people just don't.
Some of
Like
us watched Black Hawk Down and saw the Somalis and did what they were doing. Some of us were like, damn, we need to get in on that.
some of us read books, so
Uh,
too. So
some of us watched the History Channel. Some of us really liked Full Metal Jacket.
Some of us played Call of Duty and realized it was just propaganda and
Oh,
saw through the other
oh,
thing, you
fun
know?
fact about Call of Duty. So when George and I went to join the military, okay, we were young, dumb, full of gum, and and the guy literally said, the recruiter was like, "You guys like playing Call of Duty?" I was like, "I know that's not the Navy, but okay. If
It's
you're a
just like Call of
Rangers,
Duty. I was
yeah,
like, what? Like, that's your bitch? Like,
you can play so much Call of Duty in your dorm."
yeah, no, that was such an
And then George and
interesting.
I had to go to the officer because we were special cases or a little special, you know. I'm educated and I'm special. What does that mean? So
That was
um,
a weird
he was
experience,
racist.
dude.
Okay, you know what I blame? George is Rodney Dangerfield white passing. Okay, they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at that Italian dude over there. Like,
Yeah, they didn't care about the bones. They're like, we're not fucking. Yeah.
and
I heard
long
back
tail.
from like probably a year ago. I'm not sure if you. I no, yeah, like they called me after probably 8+ years. Like, are
They're
you
like,
still
look,
interested?
you're about to age out. Well, I got a text message a couple years ago. It was like, hey, send me. Hey, I know I'm a recruiter. I'm a little bored right now. Send me your best meme, dog. I made like some fucked up meme. I think you know what the meme was? I think it was Gal Gadot flying to attack those children. Some shit like that. Like,
The what you call it? Oh, they're they're Egyptian. Oh, they're Palestinian or something like that.
yeah.
And she,
But yeah, so going back, I think George and I didn't make it. We didn't make the cut. We scored well in the ASVAB. It's like any job you want. We were in good shape. Look at that. But better shape than now.
for sure. Yeah.
We'd be swimming and hitting that ball court in the freaking steam
It's
room at
24-hour
midnight.
fitness too.
I
Yeah.
know.
Uh
Fountain Valley,
huh.
24 fitness. Present midnight basketball, steam room,
Yeah.
35 Filipinos. They would cover the vents, and so it just keeps steaming. You're like stepping on people. You're like, what the fuck? I can't see. 2 minutes in there, you're just gushing and sweat. You can't breathe. You have to get out. These dudes are just smoking cigarettes in there like it's nothing. It's like, I'm not putting out your cigarette, dog.
Dude, they got playing games in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Baccarat or whatever. Right, Baccarat.
fucking
So
Texas Hold'em.
we were perfect candidates. But do you know who was running for president? I think, did they just win? Or is he still running?
I think it was November. I think he just got in. Like,
Dude, she
or he
was
just
just
got voted in.
she was like, I don't want no more crackers in the fucking think about whatever you think that person looks like. And so she made us do like all the extra hoops. I literally had to like pay out of pocket for like medical exam.
Bro, yeah, and like, dude,
And
I had to go to my where I had my surgery and get the
yeah,
medical records. I was like, "You serious?"
yeah. And so I literally one day brought it in and she thought I was him for some reason and starts yelling at me. And she's like, I told you to bring this paperwork. This doesn't make any sense. I'm like, hold up. Do you know what my name is? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what's my name? Which paper? Do you know which one I am? And she's like, well, no. I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go smoke some weed. And then I told the kids doing PTO, I was like, the military's a scam. Fuck the military. And walked out. I was like, I'm not coming back. Don't fuck off, dude. Like, she's like yelling at me. I'm like, I was like, I'm not even in the military yet. I'm trying to get in the military. You want to be a drill instructor? Go be a fucking drill. You're a recruiter.
For
You're
the
telling me,
Navy.
aren't you supposed to be telling me it's just like Call of Duty? Aren't you supposed to be asking me like, hey, do you play Call of Duty? Do you play? If he said Battlefield, I probably would have been like, hell yeah,
I
dog.
think we say we played Battlefield.
Yeah.
Because it was the big. It was honestly the time where it was like you either play Battlefield or Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
Battlefield 4 just came out by that time. It was pretty dope. Good times. And I
Uh,
literally, I didn't smoke I didn't smoke legal recreational weed.
For a good amount of
Sorry,
time.
sorry, mom. For months. I lived in Orange County.
I remember
You
I
know how
shaved
hard
my
that
face
is?
and everything.
I know, we're like clean cut. We're like, hey.
uh, and partying like we already got in.
We'll save our police academy story for another day.
For sure.
But all right, I think we're kind of
Yeah,
getting
well, we're
off.
gonna put all this together.
Yes, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. Lots of edits, jump cuts, edits. I'll do some cool transitions or something.
For sure.
But any final thoughts, George? Tell me, go on a riff. Blame them.
uh,
I know who you're gonna blame. Just blame them.
yeah, it's gonna be the Z's. The
Aziz
Z and
Ansari.
the Zios, the Zio, the
Zoltan.
Zios, yeah, the Zoltans, the Zoltans. We'll go with that.
That's our new
Yeah,
code word.
yeah, yeah. That's our new like
Damn.
the Zoltans.
Dude, we should get necklaces of Aziz.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay,
like
hey, let's make some AI videos. I got some
of the
ideas. I'll
Zoltans.
be in bed tonight. Like,
Dude, send them to me, all right?
no,
But yeah, all right. So we'll go. The Zoltans are on Extreme Takeover right now, uh, and they want the world to end. And you're kind of seeing so many different variations. And today was just a nice little sprinkle on the ice cream sundae of death that we've been served. So, I'm looking forward to what other toppings. Is it going to be hot fudge? Is it going to be a cherry? Like, what other toppings are we throwing on this sundae? I wonder.
some people like
So,
banana, George.
some people like banana. So, like,
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting on what other toppings get thrown on this shit sundae for us to consume.
hell yeah.
So, hopefully everyone's still around, which they kind of need us, but still going to get harder before it gets easier. But yeah, uh, don't be fooled. Stay vigilant. Be, stay dangerous. Stay good. Be a warrior in a garden. Type deal.
So, final thought for me. I'm gonna piggyback off what you said. The mayor of the Twin City said, if these ice stations stay here, someone's gonna get killed. Someone's gonna get shot. Look it up. And he was right. So they are loving this shit. And honestly, they want the riots because they want problems. They want issues. Trump doesn't give a fuck. He's like, riot. It doesn't cost. This is my last term. I'm fucking taking over Venezuela, different countries. I'm killing people. I'm snatching people up. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, he has 2 years, 3 years of life left, if tops.
Mm-hmm. I
I
want to
mean,
say 5 to 6.
maybe, but he couldn't. I'll tell you this much.
I think he'll finish out this term.
He'll finish out this term, but there's no way he could do a third term, even if he would. Everyone's like, he's gonna be a dictator forever. What, 5, 6 years? I've seen worse. So.
I've seen Civil War.
But they want, and I don't know if it's the Sultans or interested be, they want two things. They don't want the Epstein files out, not just Trump. They just the hand, whatever you want to call it. They want destabilization of America, and I don't think they like the Venezuelan play. They don't want this because they're pissing off Europe. Europe's getting really mad. They're literally people are throwing around the world Article 5 against NATO drawing forces against America if we take Greenland. Which I wonder, actually, need to look that up. If you can do an Article 5 against your own NATO like country, like another country in NATO, I don't know. People are dumb. I think the powers that be are concerned that it's working. There could be unification and a change in South and North America that stabilizes this hemisphere. and they don't like that. And they love that there's about to be an immigration riot. They love there's about to be problems. And it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. And more people are going to get hurt. And they're just hoping it turns into a small civil war, just a small one, you know. And, or maybe Trump wants it because if we go to civil war or if there's too much unrest in the streets and there's violence in the streets, he can just be like, martial law. Sorry, no more elections. So if you want to be a conspiracy on the left side, it's like, hey, you're playing. If he wants to be a dictator, you're playing into the dictator, and he will be a dictator in the next 8 months if you get violent. Like this whole January 6th thing, what they're trying to say is, look, the MAGA Republicans already tried to start a civil war and topple a government. It's our turn. Because if we don't do it now, look at they did it and they weren't successful. We'll be successful. That's what the powers that be, the uniparty, this is what they want. They want that. That's why they're pushing this January 6th shit. They didn't push the last fucking 4 or 5 years. I haven't heard about January 6th in years. And they're like, this is truth. This is a fact. Anyone tells you that, tell me they're an idiot. No, it's not. But okay. Final thought. My bad. That was a long tangent ramp.
That was a final,
Just fucking
nice
stay
final thought.
out there. Be safe, like you said. Don't play into it. If there's a car going in front of you, get out of the fuck away. If there's a gun in your face, don't try to hit them with a car. Like, remember years ago, those like teenagers, they're like 13 or 12 or something. They jumped in the police car and tried to hit them, and the police officer like just unloaded clips on them and killed them. This was years ago. This is like early 2000s. Um, that's gonna happen. Like, don't go. Like, just if someone has a gun in your face, yeah, I don't want to give this advice. Just be smart. Just be smart. Okay, it's not a game. It's just real. It's just real life. It's not like you're gonna
Uh-huh.
be like, wow, that was crazy. I was playing the Milo game. No, you're not. Just real life. And especially if you are godless and you don't believe in an afterlife, one, be an awesome person. Two, like, why are you trying to test that theory? So I'm not saying that your person was. I'm just saying in general. So stay out there. Stay vigilant. You know. All right, George. Keep your
All
eyes open.
right.
All three of them.
Good night, guys.
Good night.